They didn't steal your money by force. They made you hand it over, willingly. That's the terrifying power of psychological scams. They don't need weapons. They use your own emotions against you. Welcome to Mastering Mind Control, where we break down the darkest tactics used to manipulate, deceive, and control. This video is only for educational purposes, to help you recognize these tactics and protect yourself from becoming the next victim. Because the truth is, scammers don't break into your house. They break into your mind. What is dark psychology in scams? The mind games behind the money. So what exactly is dark psychology? It's not magic. It's not mind reading. It's the cold, calculated use of manipulation, fear, deceit, and persuasion to get people to act against their own best interest without even realizing it. Scammers don't rely on force. They rely on one thing, your emotions. Because once they control how you feel, they don't need to control how you think. Your emotions take the wheel, and logic gets shoved in the back seat. This is called emotional hijacking. It's when your brain enters fight or flight mode and stops asking questions. In those moments, your survival instinct drowns out your common sense. And scammers love that window, because when you're panicking, lonely, desperate, excited, or scared, you're not analyzing. You're obeying. Let's break it down with a real example. You get a call from an unknown number. The voice sounds serious. Your bank account has been flagged for suspicious activity. If we don't verify it now, your funds will be frozen. You freeze, your stomach drops. You're thinking, oh no, what if I lose my money? And before you know it, you're reading out your card number, your OTP, your birth date, all without even checking if the caller is real. That is dark psychology in action. They didn't force you. They didn't even lie in a complicated way. They just played on one emotion, fear, and let it do the rest of the work. Now here's the twist. Scammers don't need you to trust them. They just need you to doubt yourself for 5 seconds. And in those 5 seconds, they win. This is the foundation of dark psychology in scams. Not hacking your bank account, but hacking your emotional state. And once you understand this mind game, you can start spotting it before it plays you. Key psychological tactics used by scammers. Scammers don't just use one trick. They use a mix of powerful dark psychology techniques, refined, repeated, and ruthless. Here are the 4 most common tactics they use to hack your behavior. 1. Scarcity and urgency. Scammers create fake deadlines to trigger panic. They'll say, only 5 minutes left to claim this offer, or this OTP will expire soon. Act fast. Why? Because when something feels urgent, you don't evaluate it. You react. Your brain doesn't ask, is this real? It says act now, ask later. This taps into loss aversion, a dark psychology bias where humans are more afraid of losing something than they are excited to gain something. 2. Authority bias. If someone sounds official, we're more likely to believe them. Scammers often pretend to be a bank manager, a police officer, a tech support agent from a big company. They'll use big words, fake badges, and urgent language to make you feel like disobeying them. Danger. Because when someone sounds like they're above us, we tend to follow orders without resistance. That's the same psychological weakness exposed in Milgram's obedience experiments. 3. Guilt tripping and sympathy manipulation. Some scams are emotional traps, not threats. Examples. A scammer pretends to be a sick relative needing money, or a single mom begging for help with her dying child's treatment. These stories are designed to pull on your compassion strings and bypass logic. You're not just giving money, you're trying to save someone. That's why this tactic works so well. It replaces critical thinking with emotional urgency. 4. Reciprocity trap. This one's sneaky. They give you something first, like free advice, a fake refund, or a small gift. Then they ask for something back. You like that investment tip I gave? Just send 1,000 rupees to activate your account and start earning. This plays on the rule of reciprocity, a social principle that says we feel obligated to return favors, even to strangers. Dark psychology uses this natural reflex against you. So what do all these tricks have in common? They all exploit your instincts, your need for safety, your need for belonging, your fear of loss, your desire to be kind. And that's what makes scams dangerous. Because they don't come for your money first, they come for your mind. Real-world examples of psychological scams. Example 1. Your account is blocked. Call you're sitting at home. You get a call. Hello, this is your bank. Your account has been flagged for suspicious activity. We need to verify your details or your funds will be frozen. You panic. You confirm your name, date of birth, maybe even your OTP. Boom, your money is gone. Tactic used. Authority. Bias. They sound official. Urgency. Act now or else. Emotional. Hijack. Panic overrides logic. You never stop to ask, would my bank ever ask me this over the phone? Because fear was already in control. Example 2. The romance scam. You meet someone on a dating app. They're sweet, charming, and always say the right things. They text daily, compliment you, make you feel seen. Then comes the story. I'm stuck abroad and need help. Just 5,000 rupees to book a ticket. I'll pay you back, I promise. You want to believe them. You hope it's true. Tactic used. Guilt tripping. They say they're desperate. Reciprocity. They gave you emotional support. Now they need yours. Attachment manipulation. They built trust before asking. And once you send money, they disappear. No ticket, no love, just silence. Example 3. The job offer scam. You're looking for work. You get a message. You've been shortlisted for a data entry job. 30,000 rupees per month. Just pay a 499 rupees registration fee. It feels like a small risk for a big reward. You pay, then nothing. Tactic used. Scarcity. Limited seats. Hope manipulation. Preying on financial desperation. Micro-commitment. Start small, then keep asking. They know, once you pay once, you're more likely to pay again. These aren't rare cases. They're everyday traps, built on predictable psychological buttons. And the people who fall for them? Smart, educated, kind people. Because intelligence doesn't protect you from emotional manipulation. Only awareness does. The victim's psychology. Why smart people fall. Here's a hard truth. Scammers don't look for stupid people. They look for emotional people. People going through stress, grief, loneliness, financial struggles. Those are the real targets. Let's break down why even the smartest minds can fall for these traps. 1. Cognitive overload. When you're overwhelmed, maybe with bills, deadlines, family pressure, your brain switches from rational thinking to automatic reactions. Scammers know this, so they time their attacks when you're weakest, late at night, during festivals, right after payday, or during global crises. Remember the flood of COVID scams? In those moments, you're not thinking clearly. You're reacting emotionally, and that's when dark psychology works best. 2. Need for connection. Many people fall for scams because they want to believe, not because they're foolish. A lonely man believes the pretty woman texting him daily. A grieving mother believes the medium who says her child is speaking to them. A job seeker believes the recruiter who says, "You're perfect for this." It's not about gullibility. It's about hope, and scammers weaponize hope like a tool. 3. Fear of missing out. FOMO. A scammer says, "This offer is valid only for the next 10 minutes. And suddenly your mind goes, what if this is real? What if I'm missing a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Even if it sounds sketchy, FOMO makes you gamble. This is classic scarcity manipulation, a core tool of dark psychology. 4. Shame after the scam. Here's the final twist. Most victims don't talk about getting scammed because they feel stupid, but that silence helps the scammers. It keeps the cycle going. The truth is, if you fell for a scam, it means you're human, not stupid. Your empathy, trust, hope, and fear were used against you. Conclusion: your mind is your most powerful asset and your biggest target. Scammers don't just steal money. They steal trust, time, and peace of mind. But once you understand the tools they use, fear, urgency, flattery, and emotional hijacking, you take back control. You stop reacting. You start thinking. You become unscammable. This was Mastering Mind Control, and this is just the beginning. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, the best defense is understanding the game.